Well, we're going to take this whole interview in English because we have English-speaking people around me. Ich übersetze dann vielleicht noch mal ganz kurz nach der Pressekonferenz so den groben Inhalt. I told him I would be translating what we talked about after the press conference. Congratulations, obviously. Goes without saying that you guys were, for the most of the game, in my opinion, the better team. How much of an impact did it make to score 51 points in the first half?
I mean, it's always much easier. First of all, I want to congratulate my players for executing the game from the beginning and almost at the end perfectly. We knew that this is a really important game for us and keeping going forward. Sadly, we had some problems few days before the game, and then we came with 8 players, but they did their job on the best possible way. And like you said, when you put the ball in the basket with high percentage, I think like 45% threes, everything is a little bit easier. And we had good parts of the game when we played good defense. And at the end, we were ready that the Dresden team is able to come back. We were watching some of their games when they came back. And we did it, and I congratulate my players one more time.
That's completely okay, and they should be congratulated. Patrick, you had to take over for Fabian in the second half. Just shot 2 out of 9 threes in the first half, so that was really un-Titans-like, to put it that way. But we talked a little bit before this press conference, and you said, well, we needed a wake-up call, and Fabian's getting thrown out of the gym kind of was that for us. Just take us through the rest of the game. What happened after that?
Yeah, well, like I said, the biggest problem for us today was our energy and effort. And so sometimes, as a coach, you got to find ways to motivate your players. And it's not always pretty or fun, but Fabo felt he needed to take the technicals to motivate the team. And in the end, it worked. It kind of woke us up a little bit. But at that point, we're playing behind the 8 ball and catching up against a good team like Karlsruhe, excuse me. So, at that point, we were just going to switch everything and try to pick up our energy and effort. And if we got stops, we needed to run because the clock was working against us.
The clock was working against all of us, it seems, because it was a really long game, in my opinion.
I had a feeling that the time is not good. It's always like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, 2 minutes left in this quarter. All right. Yeah.
It was an extremely long game.
yeah. Patrick was saying we could have used 3 minutes more for Titans, obviously. There was some doubtful situations at the end there. I think one was a potential backcourt violation, and then there was an offensive foul here. Just objectively speaking, how did you see those situations?
We all make mistakes. I'm not sure, did we play better, us or a team of Dresden, than the referees did their job? They're trying to do their job, and sometimes, we're trying to do our job, they're trying to do their job. Okay, maybe some situation where went on our side. We think some other things that were not so crucial, you were those 2 situations, but you were talking at the end of the game. We thought went on our side, but I don't want to comment this. I'm trying to be nice and not be penalized by the league.
That's all right, I understand. Last question, Patrick. Obviously, you got a tough month ahead of you. You're going to play in Münster and then play Kirchheim here, so direct opponents, teams that are marginally better than the Dresden Titans currently are playing. What are you taking from this game, and what needs to happen to really turn this series of losses into a victory?
Yeah, well, we know we can compete with anyone in this league, and I think our biggest thing is, can we compete? And tonight we didn't compete for 3 quarters, so our biggest takeaway is if we don't show up ready to compete and fight for a win, it's going to be hard to get a win. That we can't just show up and expect that the other opponent's going to give it to us. So moving into Wednesday in Münster, I think it's about our effort and energy, honestly.
All right, then we'll take those as the last words. Thank you for taking the time. Good drive home. Good drive onto the road for you guys. And Dresden loses this game. Also Dresden verliert heute mit 3 Punkten, 89-92 gegen Karlsruhe. Am Ende haben beide Coaches einige Situationen kommentiert und am Ende vielleicht auch ein bisschen mit diesem ulkigen Spiel abgeschlossen und wir sehen uns dann nächsten Samstag oder Sonntag hier wieder gegen Kirchheim, wenn es wieder heißt, Dresden Titans unterstützen. Bis dann.